Welcome, fantasy football winners, to another countdown here at Uncle John Sports. In this exclusive video, we unveil the top 8 fantasy football tight ends for Week 15 on the main slates at DraftKings and FanDuel. Be sure to check the comments of this video next week for the recap of how we did. At the top of the list, in his customary position, is Kansas City's Travis Kelce. Kelce has averaged 5 catches and 85 yards in his last 3 games. With the Chiefs' wide receivers being totally inconsistent and mistake-prone, Travis will always be Mahomes' favorite target. Look for this to increase as we've reached crunch time and the Chiefs are trying to shore up their playoff position. At number 2 this week is Minnesota's T.J. Hockenson. TJ has over 50 yards receiving in 9 straight games. Interestingly, 4 of his 5 catches last week were once Nick Mullins took over at QB. This week starting QB in Minnesota, Nick Mullins. Don't hassle the Hawk. Next up is Arizona's Trey McBride. Trey has been getting a lot of buzz recently and rightfully so. In the 4 games since Kyler Murray has returned, McBride is averaging 7 receptions and 80 yards. Look for more of the same this week as the Cardinals likely play from behind the 49ers. Note that Trey is the best point per dollar value on both DraftKings and FanDuel. Coming in at number 4 this week is Cleveland's David Njoku. David went 6 for 91 with 2 touchdowns last week. Looks like he benefited from a new quarterback also. Joe Flacco threw the ball 45 times, so there were many catches to go around. Spoiler alert, Flacco is the Browns' QB for the rest of the season, barring injury. At number 5 this week is Detroit's Sam Laporta. Sam had a rough game last week against the Bears after his season-best game the week prior versus the Saints. I'm calling the Bears game an anomaly. Look for Sam to bounce back this week against the Denver defense ranked 30th overall and 24th versus the pass. Laporta is always open. Number 6 this week is none other than San Fran's George Kittle. George always finds a way to get onto this list, and this week is no exception with his matchup versus a soft Arizona defense. The Cardinals' defense is ranked 23rd overall and 31st in points allowed. Look for Kittle to get into the end zone in the desert. Up next is Buffalo's Dalton Kincaid. Dalton is nursing a shoulder injury, so keep an eye on his status this weekend. Start Dawson Knox if Kincaid can't go. Health aside, he's a solid start in a game versus the Cowboys that should approach 50 total points. Finally, at number 8 we find Jake Ferguson of the aforementioned Cowboys. Jake is really starting to gain the trust of Dak Prescott. He was the Cowboys' leading receiver last week and is averaging 8 targets, 5.5 catches and 75 yards in his last 2 games. Expect more of the same in this competitive shootout of a game. That will wrap it up for this listicle. If you have liked what you see here, please like and comment on this video, and subscribe to my channel for more fantasy football content in the future. Remember to check all players' health and game status prior to kickoff. Now go have fun and make some money.